This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. The Jaguars ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owls offense will be first on the attack. And here comes the sophomore running back. More than 250 yards and 3 scores while leading them to victory in their last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Out wide left, it's Ford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Needs it. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just a little off. Incomplete. And we've got a man down shaken up on the play. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Pulls and fired complete. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Looking for the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So South Alabama's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger, but they've trusted him.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready.
To the 12. You make up the game plan and not looking to throw. It's Hollins. Rushes on. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down. Making his first move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Abrams. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on second down. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Collier. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Straight ahead, it's Cole. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Jaguars decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Works the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And man, that's a welcome sign and another completion for this QB. And how about the bounce back? A week ago, man, we were wondering about this passing offense. We were wondering if it needed to change, if something needed to change at the quarterback spot. Nice job bouncing back this week and putting a great first quarter together.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Sells to fake. Throws for the tight end. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Running inside, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown,
how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game? Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other
and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Berry. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Dropping back, it's Berry. And the missed connection on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trying to get started. After the filthy move, he's got room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The run inside. It's Cole. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Keep it on the ground. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Owls sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the right. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking to throw, it's Hollins. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Holds on, it's Abrams. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He'll set up to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Hits inside, it's Coleman. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Drops back on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Left side is Mathis. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. On the move, he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. To throw, it's Hollins. On target over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Rush right in his face. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're all over him. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the single back. Got the first down. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cole.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, pressure's coming. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Here on the Owls sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Right side, it's Abrams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Hollins. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Finds his target, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Jaguars will punt this one away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this
he's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Play action on first down. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The fake and wants to throw. Look out! Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Berry. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Wants to throw one first. Looking for a big play. They've avoided
first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incomplete downs.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Florida Atlantic tries to move the chains on 4th down. Now on the move. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to pass, it's Berry. Buying time to his right. Slings it downfield. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. And they're not on the same page there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have...
And the defense, got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw. It's Hollins. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. From the gun. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Fires left. That's caught. It's White. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Cole. They put the brakes on it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Jaguars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The option, the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, it's Hollins. Fires to the right. Lucky to get it off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make it. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback's treating this like a free play. He'll try to do it himself. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Moving the pocket, it's Sperry. Fires to the middle. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going with the ground game left. At the 35, he's loose. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick give. It's Cole. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Looking to throw, it's Hollins. Out wide right, it's short. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it.